The Trojan War is one of the most famous and enduring tales from Greek mythology. It revolves around the conflict between the city of Troy and the Greeks, triggered by the abduction of Helen, the wife of King Menelaus of Sparta, by Prince Paris of Troy. Here's an overview of the fascinating story. The Judgement of Paris. The story begins with a wedding banquet on Mount Olympus. The goddesses Hera, Athena, and Aphrodite were in attendance, and a dispute arose about who was the most beautiful among them. To settle the argument, they asked Paris, a mortal prince of Troy, to judge them. Each goddess tried to bribe him with a gift. Paris chose Aphrodite, who promised him the love of the most beautiful mortal woman, Helen. The Abduction of Helen. Paris traveled to Sparta, where he was received as a guest by King Menelaus and Queen Helen. During his stay, Paris and Helen fell in love, and he convinced her to leave Menelaus and return with him to Troy. The act of taking another man's wife and the dishonor it brought upon Menelaus angered the Greeks. The gathering of the Greeks. Upon learning of Helen's abduction, Menelaus called upon all the Greek kings who had pledged to defend his marriage to join him in seeking revenge against Troy. The most prominent Greek heroes who participated in the war were Achilles, Odysseus, Agamemnon, and Ajax, among others. The Trojan War. The Greeks sailed across the Aegean Sea to Troy, where they laid siege to the city for 10 long years. The war was marked by epic battles, heroic duels, and the intervention of gods and goddesses on both sides. Some of the notable events include the duel between Paris and Menelaus, the death of the Trojan prince Hector at the hands of Achilles, and the clever tactics of Odysseus with the Trojan Horse. The Trojan Horse. As the war dragged on and the Greeks seemed unable to breach the walls of Troy, Odysseus devised a cunning plan. The Greeks constructed a massive wooden horse as an offering to the gods, but it was actually hollow, concealing a small group of Greek soldiers inside. The Greeks pretended to retreat, leaving the horse behind as a supposed peace offering. The fall of Troy. The Trojans, believing the war was over, brought the wooden horse into their city as a victory trophy. That night, while the Trojans celebrated, the Greek soldiers hidden within the horse emerged and opened the city gates to allow the Greek army, which had returned under the cover of darkness, to enter Troy. The city was taken by surprise and fell to the Greeks, bringing an end to the war. The aftermath. The war had far-reaching consequences for both the Greeks and the Trojans. Many heroes died on both sides, and the survivors faced perilous journeys back home. Odysseus, for instance, embarked on a 10-year journey known as the Odyssey to return to his homeland Ithaca. The story of the Trojan War has inspired countless works of art, literature, and drama over the centuries. Homer's epic poems, the Iliad and the Odyssey, are perhaps the most famous accounts of this legendary conflict, immortalizing the heroic deeds and tragic fates of its characters. The tale of the Trojan War continues to captivate readers and audiences worldwide, serving as a timeless reminder of the consequences of war, love, and the power of the gods in Greek mythology.